Hello students, let me discuss some important quotations from Shakespeare's plays. First play is As You Like It. All the world's a stage and all the man and woman merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. These lines are said by Jacques, a character in As You Like It. Second quotation is, "The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool." This line is said by Touchstone in a character in As You Like It. Second play is Hamlet. To be or not to be, that is the question. It is said by Hamlet. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. This line is said by Polonius, the father of Hamlet's lover. Give every man thy ear, but few thy voice. This line is also said by Polonius. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. This line is said by Hamlet. What a piece of work is a man! How noble is reason! How infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable! In action how like an angel, in apprehension how like a god! These lines are said by Hamlet. Next is, doubt thou the stars are fire, doubt that the sun doth move, doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. These lines are said by Hamlet to his beloved. Next is, frailty thy name is woman. It is said by Hamlet to his mother Gertrude. Next is, brevity is the soul of wit. It is said by Hamlet. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. This line is said by Hamlet to his friend Horatio. Next is, we know what we are, but know not what we may be. This line is also said by Hamlet. Now the next play is Twelfth Night. If music be the food of love, play on. This line is played by the male character Orsino, the Duke of Illyria. Next is, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon am. This line is said by Malvolio, a steward in the house of Lady Olivia. But the greatness means here the rank. Malvolio is very ambitious person and he just want to marry Olivia, and through that he want to achieve the greatness. That the greatness means the high rank. Now the next play is Romeo and Juliet. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? It is said by Juliet. What's in a name? That which we call a rose. By any other name would smell as sweet. This line is said by Julius. It means that if we will not call Rose with the name Rose, then also its fragrance will be sweet. There will be no change. That's why what is there in the name? Now the next play is Richard III. Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York. This line is said by Richard the King. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. It is also said by Richard. Off with his hat. This is also said by Richard. The next play is A Midsummer Night Dream. The course of true love never did run smooth. This line is said by Lysander in a character of Midsummer Night Dream. Next is Lord, what fools these mortals be. It is said by Puck, a character in A Midsummer Night Dream. Love looks not with the eyes but with the mind, and therefore is winged, Cupid painted blind. These lines are said by Helena. Cupid is a mythological character who was blind, and he is also called as a god of love. Next play is Macbeth. Come what come may, time and hour runs through the raucous day. It is said by Macbeth. Next is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hands? It is also said by Macbeth. Next is life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that strut and fret his hours upon the stage, and is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. It is the line said by Macbeth after the death of Macbeth's wife. Now the next play is Julius Caesar. The fault, dear Brutus, lies not within the stars but in ourselves, that we are underlying. This line is said by Cassius. Next is the evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. It is said by Mark Antonio in the play Julius Caesar. It means that the good deeds of a man is buried with himself, but the bad deeds will follow after the death of the man. Next is cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste of death but once. It means that coward dies every day, but the brave person dies once in his life. Next is, but for my own part it was Greek to me. This line is said by Casca. Greek means the unknown thing. Next is friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. These lines are said by Mark Antonio in the play Julius Caesar. The next play is The Merchant of Venice. All that glitters is not gold. It is a very famous proverb. It is said by Prince of Morocco. Next is, if you prick us, do we not plead? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? So it is said by Shylock in the play The Merchant of Venice. Next, Henry IV, Part 2. A man can die but once. This line is said by Feeble, a character in Henry IV, Part 2, which means a man can die but once and not by multiple times. Next is, uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. It is said by Henry the King, which means that a person who is having a responsibilities are not stress free. Always he is feeling a burden upon in his head. Next play, King Lear. Nothing can come of nothing. It is said by Lear. This line is said by Lear to his daughter Cornelia, because she has said the truth and she has not admit that she is loving his father more than any other person. Next is, how sharper than a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. This line is said by Lear to Cornelia because she has told the truth. Next is, I am a man more sinned against than sinning. It is a very famous line said by Lear in the end of the play. Next play is Othello. Reputation is an idle and most famous imposition, oft got without merit and lost without deserving. This line is said by Iago. I am not one who loved not wisely but too well. This line is said by Othello. Next play is Timon of Athens. We have seen better days. This line is said by Flavius. Next play is Richard II. This royal throne of kings, this separated else, this blessed plot, this earth, this rhymes, this England. These lines are said by John of Gotton. Next is, I wasted time and now doth time waste me. This line is said by King Richard. It means a person always wasting time, and it was the time that in the later life wasted a person. And so that's why we should very carefully invest our time or use our time. And next play is Antony Cleopatra. The barge she sat in like a burnished throne, burnt on the water. This line is said by Anno Barbus. So, friends, These are the famous quotations from the plays of Shakespeare. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you.